Chaos City. You know, when they push me to say the same message over and over again, it must be crucial. It's been a lot of out of nowhere, just boom, insanity and mania. Did you just witness that? And what came out right before I decided to record was people being in the right place at the right time, asking the universe, please provide me a way to make some money or to get some good footage if you have channels. There is somebody who witnessed divine judgment. I believe that the belief from these people is that the wildfires are judgment for whatever reason. It doesn't have any... I can already feel somebody... God damn it. When did the world become so childish and just, I need to answer before? I mean, you're adults. You hear me? Some of you, not all of you, did some fucked up shit for that money, or to other people, or you thought you were better, or you didn't give back. And you lied and said you did. You lost your homes. For others, something else didn't want you there because California's about to break off. You know what side you're on. Everything that's going to happen, that's going to be supernatural, or it seems like crazy divine judgment, there's only one reason this could be happening. It's going to happen to the right people for the right reasons. You don't have anybody to get angry with. For the people who okay, all right, she makes a valid point. I mean, I had insurance on my house. We lost a lot of things. Maybe that land was cursed. Maybe we had signs to move before and we didn't listen, and now this is the way of something greater forcing us to do something. Look at it like that. Somebody else witnessed an ocean, something with a boat on the ocean, some divine thing. Chaos. The more facts that come out about agendas and projects, programs, betrayal. What I saw the other day in my eye as well when I closed my eyes was Fae, those beings that they have videos on YouTube about Fae, these beings underground, different types of supernatural. They said they've been there for about 6 years, I believe, and are released. They got released through some type of accident, explosion. Yep. Something supernatural. Dark night of the soul. The whole planet. The entire planet. Because many people were supposed to go through this and just ride the wave, I heard. And you fought it because you thought you were too good for it. The dark night of the soul requires you to do inner work and reflect on shit. It also requires you to stay idle, stay isolated, which was difficult for a lot of people, and clear out karma from previous lifetimes. Some of you are that special that the universe it's going to be overwhelming. You're going to know it's from the universe saying, we need you to do this because we see where you're going afterward, and we refuse, your ancestors, whatever this is you believe in, God. I refuse, or we refuse to send you there. For others, they can't send them there quick enough. Tell me about this dark night of the soul. A lot of demolition. Universal demolition. Romantically loving each other and feeling the pain. There will be physical pain. A lot of the emotional pain and the trauma that you're going to be dealing with will manifest in your body as physical pain. Just expect it, that's all. The food, there's going to be a shortage of food. because the power will be affected eventually. So you put that together. There will still be some people that say, well, how does that affect the food? You see what I mean? We need a removal. It's to the point with the mouth to mouth that he just said that makes me believe there are people that are hurt on the street and others walking right past them, over them. Some asshole walked on somebody while they were down. You piece of shit. But you're always a piece of shit, and you're consistent. So you're better than the one that claims to be something else and is a piece of shit. You know you are. You know what I feel? I feel like the ones who aren't going to be going through that much are the ones who are in lockup. Be careful. People are they're going to be sick from drugs, and they're going to be homeless and hungry, and they're going to see jail or prison as a better option. This is a great opportunity for some of you where you just can't seem to get your shit straight, whether it's your fault or you feel that you are also attacked in some way, or people don't like to see me thrive. I'm just tired of trying. Let me just submit. You could very well want to harm somebody to get yourself locked up. At least you have the roof over your head, you have the food, and you have your meds. Everyone. Who's going to be affected? Everybody. Even people who thought that because in this lifetime that you're somewhat of a martyr, you don't remember if you've been here another lifetime. A lot of the times the martyrs, you have difficult lives too. People attack you because you're good-hearted. I don't understand the world I'm living in. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. You're a great person, but you don't know. You could have been some type of pharaoh. It could have been this could be your second incarnation, and your first one could have been when you were a queen or a king, or back in those days. Tyrant, I just heard. Some of you were tyrants, horrible, in another lifetime, and you're an earth angel in this one, and it had everything to do with the different choices, and who you spent your time with, and your perception on life. It's a bigger deal than people think. It's going to be something like this. We're used to thinking, all right, well, I can feel something coming on, right? It's not going to be like that. And I do believe that they put these fires and shit, and they also showed me a tsunami, another one, and then I heard they talked a lot of shit on so-and-so. And they were spared something before that and didn't appreciate it, and something, if it didn't happen yet, if it didn't already happen, is coming again, since you didn't appreciate the lack of destruction from the last one or possible one. Chemical, what is it? Is it a chemical imbalance? Is that what they're telling me? Yeah, this is dark thoughts already brewing. Dark night of the soul on dark people with dark thoughts with chemical imbalances. I mean, these are people who were gifted in some way, but they use those things to hurt other people. I can't stress enough. Heavy boundary game. You may want to walk around with some type of weapon. It doesn't have to be a piece, but something. Bamboo is great. Yeah, bamboo is great. This is heavy, heavy karma for the entire planet. It will be that bad. And some of your adversaries, they have that cocky attitude of good. I like going through shit. That attitude, I feel, is so rampant. It makes me nauseous. Yeah, and these are the people that you can't look at. You're rough, to say the least. And it's because you're that dark and ugly inside. Not lovely, dark and ugly inside. You understand? It's starting to manifest on some of your faces. Your ancestors will let you know what people to stay away from. You're going to see their attitudes changing. It's already something in their body. I'm hearing, what is that? A mist, like a pss of something being sprayed inside their body that's not going to mix well with pH balance, I just heard. Hormones, testosterone, shit like that, estrogen, all these things, it's going to be different in everybody. You'll see one person spinning around, smacking himself on the head and minding their business. You'll see another person that has a hatchet or a machete that's just swinging. It is going to be that way. I think you're missing the point. No. Little. And no. Oh my God! All right. Yep. AE, gnawing on things. There are people that actually experience some odd behavior, animalistic behavior in people already. And they thought, is this what Philly was talking about? This is just the beginning. What is there a chemical that they were putting in food or something? Don't eat certain foods. Organic, I just heard. The aha this is what they do though. Think about it. This system that wants to play God. They know that there are people waking up. I want to do this. I'm having this spiritual awakening. Usually start eating healthier. And now they can see that people are eating healthier. So now what do we do if we want to attack everybody, the masses? We attack the food that now they're eating. I don't know if there's a lot of people eating fast food anymore. It's probably just in everything. I'm going to flip out some letters and try and find out if there's a different chemical in the food that wasn't there before. This is what came out, the FLO. This could be the Flonase thing. It could be that something is in there that wasn't in there before. And there could be a flow involved. Don't even take walks. I want to see what's up with this. Tell me about this walk. So I'm taking a walk. Axe. Did they put it in that too? I don't believe the companies know. I'm going to be honest. I don't believe the companies know. For it's hold on, Jonas Sparks. Jonas, and for the flow, Christy Michaels or Mitchell or Michelson are the main. Pie. It's everything. Is it a company? No. I can't. I don't want to. Oh, man, tell me about the walk. Surprises. Yeah, look, I mean, they're holding something in their hand. This is an arrow. This is a sword. I don't think this has anything to do with magic or manipulating or anything like that. But this is, and then the strength card. They could be bigger people. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's creating some type of fucked up population to attack certain people. And then leave, right? Like the cowards that you are. Nope. Yeah, fighting. You're not. Stock up on shit and make your space as comfortable as possible. People who wanted to see others on the street or tried to put you on the street or get you evicted or get you fired, they will be out in the open. On top of, well, this is going to be at night. They're going to mostly target at night. It may be some days of darkness where it's going to be nighttime all the time. If some of us were in a ship type thing and this is a fake sun, I don't know if they notice, those that like to do these experiments, but when you're out of the sun for this long, I'm not even sure that you're supposed to survive. So this could also be another farce in history about how we need the sun for everything. What, a defendant? I'm not sure if it means court, is it? They may wind up having to, don't worry about court and shit like that. You know that should always work in your favor. Wait till you see court done again. This may be forced quarantines and shit like that. You can do it yourself. You know what I mean? It'll be forced if it's not handled correctly. Vegetables. This is also fruits and vegetables. So it could be wary of eating. What is it? Huh? Hold on a second. The cow manure? Well, everything's connected, right? So when the shit's in the air, it's going through every being, everyone, everything. Then it's in packaging, whether this is implants, chemicals, poisons. I don't think many people have died from this though. I think this is aftermath. What I'm talking about is how heavy the poisoning and shit was in the food. Now they have to do shit in the air, and then I told you, close us in. The problem is when you have only a certain type of people left on the planet, and then you duplicate all of them. Say that they chose. Let's say hypothetically that they were proud and they got 144,000 people separate. They tested your DNA because they do this shit. It's that important when it comes to spiritual shit and laws of the universe. But then they kept duplicating all of you. Some of you, they're sick people who they set you up to be offed by a group of people, and then they cloned you to keep doing it again. So what happens after 1,000 clones? You just keep cloning this person and having people attack them. It's a Hunger Games, but with chosen ones. Now what happens is there's people aware and they don't want to spend time with individuals anymore. So now they're protecting themselves in different ways, whatever that means to you. You've duplicated special people. You will eventually be outnumbered. See, that I just saw someone put their head down. There are multiple people who are addicted to cloning, but now you're cloning and they're on now. You understand? They're on. And they're not, you can program them before they walk out of the cloning facility or not. They're aware. They're not going to get involved with shit. They no longer can be programmed is what I just felt. Well, then I'll stop making them. It's this big kid shit. I can't stand people. I wish some of you would just come to me face to face. So thank you for building our army for us. This is what always happens when greed and not knowing when to stop takes place. You are now outnumbered by chosen ones. And it's this type of energy. It's male energy. Women and men, though, that are like this. Fighters, warriors. Very confident in who they are. What's up with the other side now? There's always another side. Pill. Some of them, okay. It could even be that in some of these new medications that are out, they stuck some of it in pill form. And I also want to tell you that they are putting a certain type of poison in pill presses and selling them to you guys as Xannies. Or if somebody comes out and goes, I have oxys now all of a sudden, be wary of that shit. Unless that motherfucker is bold enough to go into the jungle and the rainforest like others have. chances are, it's not oxy. They could even be working with certain people to put this shit in pills and sell them on the street. I'm telling you, I feel like somebody's trying to bring oxys back because of how bad the fentanyl is and how it doesn't last. And was that your next trick? Don't believe it. It is hard when you're that deep into addiction to see one and say, nope, I don't want it. And they know that it's going to take strength. It's going to take this. And I feel it. Well, I would hope that there's something like that in there. Don't forget about where you go immediately. I know that we've all heard it at some point. Somebody says something or they passed away and then they start screaming and it sounds like they're going down a tunnel. I know that most people have heard this shit telepathically. That's what that is, getting sucked down. Fact. I don't believe, I think that you have to be a real piece of shit for them to want you to go there. You could even be the meanest motherfucker on the planet, and I do believe that they still are concerned about where you would go after you pass away. Excuse me, I have had messages where I felt ancestors wanted nothing to do with somebody, and it actually makes me emotional to think that that is actually a thing for some of you. And you're going to be the ones, I know you can feel it because you're not being protected from anything. Your mind's not being protected, most importantly. And these will be the ones that'll be most outrageous. Aurora Borealis. Isn't this in, is this in Antarctica? Let me find out some shit. Alright. Tell me about this. This would be sabotaging. I mean, that's something natural and beautiful. Were they messing with this in Antarctica? Oh my God. It's a female. I heard Nancy. I did. I heard Nancy. That you, for some reason, I don't know why you people get involved with shit like this. Because we just have to test things. Test a new mirror. Your shit's looking real cakey lately. Real bad. This is, I want to see if I can alter this in some way. How do we bottle it up? This is reptilian brain here. Yeah, this is part of history. I mean, I'm drawn to the Sphinx. That shit has been around since before time, I just heard. Please stop fucking with natural order and things of nature. Just because I know that a lot of you reptilians, you like corporate, you like concrete, you like white, black, and gray. And you know what I mean? You're just a very mundane type, modern, futuristic type of, you have to constantly keep moving forward. And that's great in some way, but you're combining things. You're now cloning and mixing. I saw deer a few months ago at the old hotel. These things look like mini horses, and they look like dogs. They had dog ears. I mean, this shit, and it was in Ben Salem. This was right outside the hotel. Somebody has a cloning facility, Tyson Avenue, 21 or 2200 Tyson Avenue, cloning and mixing animal DNA. It's dangerous. So I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, what a cunning way. What a descendant you are. Yeah, the pleasure thing, the constant need for pleasure, lust, this lust thing. Yeah, behemoth, right, excess of everything, overdoing everything. I don't know what's going to happen. I do believe that the Earth will self-destruct in 2072, I just saw. And it won't be that everything is beautiful and then one day it's going to self-destruct. It's going to happen over time. The way it was created over time, it's going to now self-destruct. Thank you, you jerk-offs from the ancestors, for destroying everything that we work so hard for. For all of you that claim you love ancestors and you wear certain shit, but you're disgracing them by the way that you treat the planet and each other. Needless to say, stay to yourself. We're going to need men. You're going to be put in positions and situations to defend and protect certain people. It could be other men for those of you that don't like us that much. I know that for a lot of you it's driving you crazy, or you're I can't even think about, I can't stand being by myself. I can't be alone. You're going to have to be smart. Most of you are very methodical movers anyway. You were just using that Methodism for the wrong shit. You staying to yourselves like this is going to have these other people like that, but they're going to be asked out. Some of the people, they're already crying and worried because they know, look, judgment, they already know. You can tell when people, they're nervous. They're showing me people's hands shaking. They can't look you in the eye. They know what they've done to you. They're not telling you everything. Seymour, they're not telling you everything. Jeremy, Jesse, Marcus M, Mark J, they're not telling you everything. Salvation keeps me waiting, right? Shit. Please don't, please. No one's coming to save anybody. For those of you who you believe in Jesus and that he's coming back, or that you believe in that doctrine, I can't stress enough to at least open your mind, because they don't mention anything in the Bible about past life incarnation. And basically the Bible tells you to not speak to ancestors at all, or any spirits or anything like that. And it's just it's disrespectful to those who passed on and what they did and what they contributed to the planet that you're now living on, and ignoring them and making it seem like they don't matter. For a God that's allowing this planet to be destroyed. The evil eye is, the third eye is evil. I do believe, though, that the third is a trap. When you open up your third eye completely, and it's not, I never opened it intentionally or activated it with a frequency and shit. I may have done that after I was already awakened, but it feels more nightmarish than anything. And then to try to close it, frequency, sometimes that doesn't work. You have to say in your mind, my third eye is closed completely and calm. And then you have to imagine, you'll see in your mind, for those of you that can see this, an eye closing, and every time the lid closes, you'll see a layer over your own eyelids, and that's your third eye closing. Sometimes it happens quickly, depending on how open it's been and how connected you've been to this telepathic shit, and other times it's just a slower thing. I would just be patient. But you have to close it before you go to sleep, or you will have a horrible time sleeping. I suggest listening to a subconscious mind flush at least once, and closing your third eye before you go to sleep. Cars, I don't know about that. It's going to be like zombie, that type of shit. And you're not going to don't rely on the police, I feel like they're saying. I'm over it. Like, if you thought that they weren't showing up now, if you thought they weren't showing up now, wait till you see what happens. They're not going to want to be cops anymore. I'm not a cop now. What do you mean you're not a cop? I just saw you in uniform 2 months ago while I retired. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be this bad. See these windows here? It's going to be like that looting. Right. Abandoned buildings will be, people start living in there. Yeah, that's my yes card. So some of these police officers who were getting life insurance policies on people and then having them killed or killing them themselves, they will be affected. They will be forced outside on the street. People are going to find out either shit about them, and sometimes you get that pride where it's like, I'm not going to put them on the street just because they're a bad person. I didn't like the person that they betrayed. You'll wind up ass down and on the street too because of your fucking pride and ego. That's the worst. Lust, pride, and ego is overwhelming. I feel it overwhelming right now. You can't tell me this. I would rather go down in flames. I would rather, be careful of what you're saying. When you tell the universe that you would rather be gone than to apologize to somebody, or I would rather be in excruciating, some idiot said that I'd rather be in excruciating pain than to apologize or admit that I was wrong. It will be just that. Don't forget, when you're on the ground and you're being burnt up by something, okay? Either it's going to be, if you're on planet Earth, it's going to be the actual sun that's damn near destroyed by now, or it'll be this fake one if you're somewhere else that's giving off intense radiation. Plutonium, I heard. All because you wanted to get rid of this here. You wanted to kill all of the women on this planet. This is karma for not respecting women and the value we hold and what we bring to this goddamn world, and for not protecting us, but being our adversaries. See ya.